Look who we've got in the studio now.
The one and only, it's my winner.
Your winner.
It's Hughie.
Hello.
Hughie, can I tell you, Twitter's gone crazy since they know you were in the studio.
I know, I've got to read some stuff. I haven't really been on Twitter much recently, and that's why everybody keeps on asking me why I'm not active on it. And I've only
but
been
you
able
need to catch up on some sleep.
I need to start going on it again, but I've literally been out of the house for like 1.5 days, but the amount of stuff is amazing.
Oh,
it's so strange.
You're very loved.
You are very loved.
I felt you should have won it.
Yeah, I know, but look, he won the show fair and square, and fair play to him, but I just
You
thought...
don't really
No,
think
no, I'll be honest.
Look, we got Hughie. You got someone's Hughie's my life already set up, and he's saying, "Ask Hughie, did he ever suspect he'd be so loved by everyone when he walked out?"
Not a
because you
hope.
had a massive reaction.
Yeah, not a hope. I actually thought, because I can be quite argumentative at times, when I was like that earlier in the series, that people was going to look at me as maybe horrible. Does that make sense?
No,
So when I started, no, that was me being. I was just being honest myself, and it was just times people pissed me off, so I decided to kind of tell them that and show them that.
Yeah.
So why kind of hold that back just because I'm on camera as being myself? But I didn't have a clue that people would support me as much as what they were. But as far as Jason being the winner, there's so many more people that really should have won, like Ryan or Jackson, Letitia. So many people that you classify.
Or yourself.
Oh, well, I'm not going to be that narcissistic. Is that how you say it, narcissistic?
No, listen, my
Right.
phone, I was at home and my phone, honestly, I've got a massive bill, I reckon, next month. But we were phoning because you was just so real, you're honest.
Yeah,
and
I was
if you
completely me.
Yeah, completely you.
So if somebody was to ask me a question, I'd always answer honestly. Obviously there's times in there where people is not exactly like that. Jason, probably one of them people. He did kind of know what he was doing, in my opinion. Like, he definitely did.
Yeah, made out as if he didn't,
knew,
but he did.
Like, he knew how to, like, when he would be justifying, he'd pretend he's just having a chat, but he'd be justifying, you'd know he'd be talking to the audience instead of you in front of him.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be going
It's quite clever.
He'd go into detail for 10 minutes about something that happened, and he'd be like, I done it because of this, and I'm sorry, and this happened the other day, and that's just how I am, and like, it's
He'd play the victim a bit.
yeah, he did, and I
all
believe
the time.
100% that after the courtroom task he got an awful lot of sympathy, and that's where he got his votes from. I'm happy for him, like, fair play to him.
I think Charlie helped him win in a weird way, because
Yeah.
she came in attacking him, and I think people thought, because his reaction was like, oh, just
but
like
the
blank
truth,
face.
the truth
That's kind
actually
of
is, when you're living in there 24 hours a day with all of them, how it maybe came across wasn't exactly what it was. Charlie wasn't exactly going around the house crying about him all the time. A lot of the times when she was crying is because a friend of hers had actually passed away, and she'd be giving news about that.
They edited to make it look like she was crying over him all the time.
It wasn't.
Because I thought she was a basket case.
No.
Yeah, people thought she
People
wasn't.
thinking she's not, and this is what's coming for.
I'm being honest, I did.
She came across as like a bunny boiler, but she's far from that. Fair enough, she had a cry at the start to begin with, because she was upset because she wanted him back. But
And she was shocked he was in there.
But then she
like,
had
all
so
of that,
much
she
more
didn't
stuff
know
what was going on the outside, but that didn't get
So
aired
she
on
actually
TV.
didn't know he was in there
No, he
originally.
knew she
He knew she was in there, but he was like, oh, I thought you was in our beef. No, you didn't. He knew.
And
he knew because she told him, but she didn't want to say anything in the
But
house.
he has no vocabulary. He never talks. He even on the interview, as I said with Emma, he said, "I've no words. I don't know." Like, it's your interview. Find some.
I think it was just. I think he was very clever in what he was doing. Like, he never done a lot of said things to me that is exactly very horrible. I'm not going to say, like, have an issue with him on the outside. Well, if you bring something from that house out to here, there's something wrong with you. Like, just get on with your life.
That's good.
But if I'm asked a question about him, I'll be straight about it. I don't think he should have won the show. And I'm happy for him that he did. Fair play to him. But I just think there was so many more worthy winners, and I don't get why he did.
And you wanted that money.
Well, we at FUBAR think you should have won it. We really honestly do. And I think a lot of the reaction on Twitter and people I've spoken to in this showbiz world think you should have won it.
Yeah, I can't even believe that when I come out and everybody's saying that to me.
Lovely reaction
I thought Jackson was going to maybe win it on the night. I actually thought maybe James was going to win it on the night. I thought maybe loads
So
of
did
people.
I.
I started thinking...
Most people that was in the final, though, actually, they brought something to the table, bar him, not in a bad way, but just as an entertainment show.
Because who did you actually like in the house? Because Jane was quite a character, wasn't she?
Yeah, I really got along with Jane. I did, personally. Sometimes people had issues with her, but I kind of started in the other house with her, so I kind of seen her before she kind kind of went through a bit of a bad stage, so I knew she was being misunderstood. Jackson was amazing. Letitia's incredible.
You
Sam
love her,
is lovely.
Yeah,
we love
Letitia is amazing.
She's brilliant. She's so much good fun. Alex was great as well. Alex is
and Andy,
I've got to
ask about Andy.
But Alex is great.
Because Andy was one, when he came in, I thought a bit pompous, looked down on people, but as he got on, he seemed more fun.
Yeah, he definitely came out of his shell, and he is quite a nice guy. But it's hard.
Ryan's gone quiet.
Isn't it? It's hard to work him out.
I'm not saying he's a bad person or anything, because he's probably not. He's never been malicious or nasty to me, but he is very collective in what he does, and I think he did observe quite a bit and stuff, and then he did shit stir a little bit at times, didn't he?
Yeah,
he did get us into a few arguments with him, and that's why I had an opinion on it. I couldn't work him out. I didn't know whether he was doing it as a game or whether he's just what are you about?
Me and Ryan pretended to be engaged one night just as a joke. We're complete pranksters. We do it all the time to people when we're in there. We'd always have jokes, fun, do things to people, lie to them, and we get people who would be believing it. Ryan is just brilliant at those types of things. Andy actually started pretended to cry, told us sick, we should be ashamed of ourselves.
Said we was mocking the gay community.
We were mocking
for gay rights for years. Fair enough, I understand. How can I mock a community where I'm from? Like, I'm sorry, but
that's like him telling me I'm racist towards travel people.
Yeah,
that makes no sense.
That's hilarious.
It was those types of things we didn't like.
But we didn't see that. Did we see that?
I think they did show it. I don't know if they showed all of it.
I don't know if they showed it all, but they did show the argument. But I think he would just try to change the public's opinions on us. But obviously it backfired because you got through to the final.
Yeah, you were through to the final. I want to ask what you thought when you saw that tattoo.
I was completely shocked. But what happened was
I was shocked.
I haven't watched any of the show back, but apparently when they showed the courtroom task, it didn't show a lot of me or Ryan.
You look quite cool, actually.
Yeah, they didn't show a lot of actually when he ran in and stuff. But when he first came in, I was shocked and sitting there like, but they showed that facial expression, and everyone on Twitter was saying to Ryan, he's not here.
You need to just move on. He's going to pick you off when he gets out the house.
You're like that. And then
I went in there that full of energy. I couldn't even see you. I went around in a circle. Where's Hughie?
When I seen the tattoo, I was like, oh my god, like he's actually just got a tattoo of me on his body and is there.
Did you think it was real?
Oh no, I knew it was real. I didn't for a second think it was fake. I thought he was absolutely pissed drunk when he got it, but he wasn't. But it's brilliant. I love it. I love it now. I love it. It's brilliant.
But he stuck up for you so much with the Jason scenario when he said you were, rude against women and men and all of that. That was a weird.
But I tell you what confused me, and this is what both of our issues, and I think majority of people's issues with Jason and Andy was. Jason and Andy, if they had an issue, say with you right now, they'd never say it to you. When it would come to big moments like live television evicting somebody, they would come out with something that you can't believe that you've just said this. When like Ryan was
you're like, where's that come from?
Like evicting Letitia and saying that you had an issue with her, but
nobody knew this.
Nobody knew it until you needed to say it at that moment in time.
We couldn't get it, and that's what I tried to explain to him. Can you not see why people I agree that people have different ways of doing things.
But if you have an issue, raise it before and get it out in the open. Don't leave it until it's like an important part of the programme. Like.
So a definite game player.
Yeah,
but he played it well.
He played it well.
I don't know why he just doesn't admit it now. He's won it. So,
but now obviously the show's over. So what are you going to be doing next? What are we going to? Have you had people making calls? You know what I mean?
Well, we are. Well, we're just going to see, but we're fingers crossed that we'll get a reality TV program together.
Ryan has a manager, but I haven't signed with anybody. But there is Ryan's management and a different management company.
Right, talk to me after the show.
Speak to Lizzie. She knows more.
They want. There's two of them that wants to talk to me about signing up, but I've only been out for a day and a half. I'm still trying to get my head around it. I've only been on Twitter, never mind anything else. I've done some press yesterday. And I done an interview with an Irish newspaper. My family done loads for the time I was in the house.
How were your family's reaction though? Because it must be tough for them to watch you guys.
My mum was. She was a bit like, oh my god, what did you just do on TV, like with Hughie and stuff? But she just went, I'll turn a blind eye to that one because I love him and I think he's amazing and he's so funny. So anyway, we'll forget about that. Your phone, oh my god,
Hughie, it's Jason, he's calling, he's listening. He is actually listening because I've had a tweet.
Hiya, Jason.
Hello, Jason. Sorry,
it's not we already haven't said to him anyway, so whatever.
Listen, I'm straight. I'm not your biggest fan. I don't think he should have won. But was your mum mum quite? I mean, she must be so proud how well you've done.
I met my mum in the house. She came in for my birthday during a task, and she was just saying to me, like, just calm things down. I knew what she meant by that.
And did that affect you both a little bit, didn't it?
No, it affected him.
It affected me. I had really bad anxiety and stuff, and I was crying, and I was like, look, Hughie, I think we should just leave it. Not because I wanted to, just until we got out of the house, because I was just getting nervous about what my mum thought, and I didn't know what the public was thinking and what I've done, and I just thought, oh my God, this is gonna, like, I'm gonna be hated, my mum's gonna disown me, and I was really, really worried that my mum would never want to speak to me again for what I did. But then my friend come in as a task, and she was like, stop worrying, like, your mum loves him, your mum's fine with it, she's totally cool with it, so I was fine then.
You were adorable together, I have to say. You were so funny.
So the plan is reality TV show.
Well, we'll
keep
see.
Up there. We'll
see.
No,
it's not about. It's if you can get an opportunity to do something, and you think you can enjoy it. Why would anyone in the world not do something that's been offered to them? You'd be so stupid not to. And I suppose
you're such lovely characters. I think it would be very amusing because you both have a go at each other if you're not happy. And it's fun to watch. But it's weird. When you walked in there, did you immediately think, well, I like Ryan, or how was your reaction to him?
I recognised his face because I'd seen him on something before.
On X Factor.
On me and my younger sister, I told him the story, was watching it, and we're actually thinking, like, what is wrong with him? Do you know what I mean?
I actually thought I was a prat. I saw me on Vicky off Geordie Shaw's programme, and she was like, oh my God, what is wrong with him?
Did you do Judge Geordie?
Yeah. So I didn't know his face. I knew his face, I knew Alex's, but I didn't know their names. Obviously I knew Letitia and her name, but I recognised him and Alex. And when I seen him when he took off his mask into their house, the first thing I thought was, like, of course you're going to be on this show. And I said, I thought that we were going to, and that's what the producers have told us now, is we were put in together, that they thought we'd either get with each other or hate each other.
Yeah, there would have been no in between.
In that moment, I was a bit funny, but then after about a day or two, we became like great friends, and then he went over to the main house. He came back, and I just kind of started from there. I suppose,
and now you're official.
Yeah.
It's official.
Was that a weird conversation to have?
No, I just said it. Was it last night? I said it. Yeah.
Oh, go dead shy.
They're so cute. You are so.
Well, I tell you, we were having trouble writing stories about you because we were like, are they boyfriends? Are they? We didn't know what to call you, but now we can call you boyfriends.
Yeah, right? If you want.
Yeah, but it's a lot. It's so lovely that something good has happened from the Big Brother house, isn't it?
It's great. And it's rare. Made great friends from there as well.
Of course.
Who will you stay friends with? Would you say from the house?
There's quite a lot.
Yeah, there's none of them I like. Well, I won't really be. I love Andy's boyfriend. He's amazing. I would actually like to be friends with Andy and him. I think, like with Jason, I'd always say hello when I'd see him, but I don't think we would exactly be mates. We don't have anything in common.
No, don't think anyone has.
But the rest of them,
most of them we actually did get on with. There wasn't people we really. There's nobody in there I actually hate. I just dislike a few, but.
And Alex, because Alex and their exit was quite harsh, wasn't it?
Alex and Sam.
That's so shocking in that task. I couldn't believe it. And even Joe,
you looked shocked when
midway through the series, Alex was called most forgettable by the public also. As those things are so shocking because you don't know what's going on in the outside.
Especially because he's such a lovely lad as well. We was just like,
and it's fun when he's in there.
Most forgettable, and he was having a laugh, but apparently he weren't getting shown much.
It's just a little bit quiet. Like he doesn't like to. Well, I suppose nobody likes to argue.
Was he being a bit harsh on her and a bit?
No.
Because he was a bit cool, wasn't he?
I tell you, like, I was in there with him right to the end, and I actually told Evelyn about 2 weeks before the end of it to not keep telling him that he fancied him, because I knew how it was going to come across. My words came true. It's just, I feel like Alex, and I told him this, and he was honest with me, that he didn't exactly want to do anything or be involved in anything inside the house because he was scared of his family, kind of like with us and whatever. I knew he fancied her, and I told him that, and he admitted that near the end, and it looked like he was stringing her along, but it's just Evelyn was more vocal about it. And he wasn't making he was having banter. When he said make me a sandwich, he would actually do it. But he'd be joking, he wouldn't mean it like he's making an idiot over, but I knew it was going to come across her when it did.
Oh, well, guys, we love you on the show. We've come to the end of the show. We can have you on now. Will you come back?
Yes, definitely.
You are our winners.
We'll give you an update on what's going on.
Yeah, I think you should have your own show.
London.
You need to move to London.
No, you're moving to Manchester, not to London.
You both need to move to London.
Well, I think a show is in order.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you in touch after the show. I'm going to be a new agent.
No, thanks for coming on,
guys.
Really
you were fantastic.
You
were
so
entertaining, and I look at Twitter. You are so loved, both of you.
Thank you,
and thanks for all the questions, guys.
And it's official.
Even had time.
Well, listen, thank you, Stephen.
Yeah, thanks.
What a show!
Been a very good show.
It's been a bumper pack show. Vicky Patterson, everyone that's been on, Sam, we love you, and the best Big Brother I've watched.
Thank you, that's amazing.
You made
and good
it
luck
for
in the
me.
future.
Best
Thank
of
you,
luck.
guys.
And we'll see you this time next week.